On February 7th, 1911, a meeting was held to organize our church. A sermon was delivered by Brother J. N. Thompson, the moderator of the Marian Baptist Association, and our church was organized with 11 charter members. The charter members were B.B. McWhite, Mrs. B.B. McWhite, A.D. Mitchell, J.C. Smith, Mrs. J.C. Smith, J.L. Kirby, Mrs. J.L. Kirby, A.M. Blackman, John T. Huff, E. Lemuel Blackman, and S.V. Campbell. According to the minutes of the meeting, the church was organized as the First Baptist Church of Summerfield, Florida. The church began meeting in the Methodist Church, which was located on what is now our church campus. By May 23, 1911, construction was started on a sanctuary. The sanctuary was paid for in full at its dedication. That building is still in use today by our Spanish ministry. The sanctuary building was originally constructed on 1 acre of property on Highway 301 opposite of the Mayo home entrance. The church is and always has been a mission-minded church. During 1911, while raising $1,200 to build the sanctuary, the church sent $26.80 to mission work. On a Sunday 1 month after the building was dedicated, the visiting preacher was given $2.58 for his services, while $3.70 was given for home and foreign mission work. In October 1919, Reverend Grant from the Florida Baptist Convention held a month-long tent revival in Summerfield, and 29 new members joined the church during the revival. This almost doubled the membership at the time. Meetings began once a month, then twice a month, using circuit preachers. The church began weekly services in 1948 and engaged a full-time pastor. In 1913, the Marion County School Board purchased the old Methodist church and built a 3-room schoolhouse on the site. A larger school building was erected in 1923 next to the old school to house Summerfield School, which was 1st through 12th grade. Another building was eventually added to the site, a rock building for FFA activities. By 1955, the church had grown, and Highway 301 was well traveled by motor vehicles, making the 301 site too small and noisy for the church. The church purchased the old 1913 school and rock buildings from the Marion County School Board and moved the sanctuary to its current site. The rock building was used for Sunday school rooms. The old school building had been used as a lunchroom and had a kitchen, and it became a fellowship hall and added Sunday school space. By 1966, the church had grown, and the old sanctuary needed refreshing. The sanctuary building was remodeled. New paneling, pews, and carpet were installed. A new pastorium was built in 1968. By 1971, the church had outgrown its Sunday school space. Construction began on a new education building. The new building was dedicated debt-free in February 1974. Shortly thereafter, the rock building was remodeled and a kitchen added in it. By 1977, further restoration of the sanctuary was needed. The choir loft was expanded, baptistry installed, and Sunday school rooms were added. In 1979, the church purchased several acres of land adjacent to the north boundary of the campus. The church continued to grow, so much so that the old sanctuary building was too small and 2 Sunday morning services were required. By 1986, the church began construction on a new sanctuary building. The new sanctuary was dedicated on April 5, 1987. And the church continued to grow and needed more fellowship space. In 2004, the church dedicated the Family Life Center. This building burned in 2010 and was rededicated and renamed the Newman Family Life Center in memory of Reverend Don Newman in 2011. Church buildings are simply meeting places for the church body. Over the years, the church has listed 35 men as holding the position of pastor. In the early days, these were circuit rider preachers, and there were a few long-term interim pastors. 16 men have been full-time pastors of our church. The longest-serving pastor was Reverend J. Donald Newman, serving 27 years. Reverend Paul Howell served 14 years. Reverend Bill Clayton served 11 years. And Reverend C.L. Kirkland served 6 years. In addition, we have had many people who have served on our staff in various positions. At least 60 men have served as deacons in our church. Our church was and is a place of love, friendship, and fellowship. This has been the keystone of our church.